Hello, losing weight, ripping vinyl here. It's the 30th of January 2015, and it's a Friday. I thought I should do a little bit of a status update, but mostly reviews. I stepped down a little bit on the training for a while, and shortly after that I got sick. So, I'm not feeling too well. You might hear it in my voice. I'm beyond the fever part is over now, so I'm getting better, but still not there. There has been too little training and too little ripping done, really. But there have been some ripping, so I thought I should do a review session, but also tell the weight is fairly stable. It's 85.4 kilograms. I tend to not eat that much when I'm sick. It's not so strange. The weight doesn't suffer. The training level might do, but the last time I was sick for a week or so, I held up really well. The first training after that was fantastically good, actually. So I'm not too worried. I thought I'd do that update, but the reviews. I had one more. Peter Himmelman, Gematria. This is not as good as the other one I have of him. It's kind of it doesn't really hold up. It feels like it's I think the first one was done over a longer period. It felt more thought through and well done in general. This just it's the same kind of stuff. It's just not holding up to the same standard to me. Your view might be different. And then it was this one, Hindu Love Gods. I wasn't too impressed by this record. It's a kind of standard rock pop with a little bit of different influences from all over the place. Actually, it's no clear structure to it. It's decent. It's just not something that to me is very memorable. Actually, I can't completely remember how it sounded now, and it's just a week ago or something. Anyway, from that, one of my favorite artists and producers and so on, Rupert Hine, Immunity. This is a fantastic record. For most people, this is the first one of his, but he did records before this. I have some on CD, and but it is the point where he really found, I think, what he wanted to create, and it has early sampling techniques and stuff like that, and a lot of experimentation, but it's fantastic. And for those who have heard this on CD, there is a song called Make a Wish. The CD versions always have the so-called original version of Make a Wish, and it is a little bit stranger. If I read the article correctly, with an interview of Rupert Hine, the record company people called the original version like rubbing salt in the open wounds of music industry or something. So he changed it for the album release. Um, and I must say, although I understand the original version's artistic presentation of that part of the song, I think as musically the version on the LP is better. So for that reason alone, it was worth ripping that one. Then we have 2 copies, my brother's and mine, of Waving Not Drowning. This is even better. He just continues on the same path. It's experimental pop rock, and this has a lot of fantastic songs on it. It's just pure enjoyment for me. It's the part of experimental stuff from that time that worked best for me, and a lot of memories connected to it. Then we have The Wildest Wish to Fly. I personally think this is even better. A lot of people doesn't agree with me here, but I think here he takes what he experimented with in the earlier 2 records and actually made it more commercially accessible without sacrificing the experimental sound and stuff. And I think he pulls it off fantastically with this one. And being commercially viable isn't necessarily a bad thing. The strange thing is I don't think this sold better than the other 2. And if you follow his later work, he made a bunch of years ago an album called The Deep End, which is fantastic. It has his best work ever, and I don't think that sold very much either. But it's just this is a really good record with really good songs that really should fly on any playlist actually. So. And being interesting lyrics-wise and music-wise. So highly recommended, all those 3 albums. Well, then we come on to this cheap stuff that I bought in bulk almost. Susanna Hoffs, When You're a Boy. I don't remember what was she singing in Bangles or something like that. It's one song here that it's widely known, I think, Unconditional Love. It's actually not a very good record at all. It's kind of surprising because it's the production is bad all over, and the songwriting is kind of experimental actually, but not carried through all the way. So it just gets bad. Singing is quite okay actually, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend that one. Then I think Honeymoon Suite, the big prize. I think I bought this one because I had tickets to Saga concerts, and I think they were the opening act. So I wanted to hear what they were doing, and I think I Feel It Again is the song that you know from this one. And All Along You Knew. They have a few really good songs on this, but most of them is kind of bland rock. and it's the styling from the time is quite atrocious. But anyway, it has a few good songs, and but it doesn't hold up in the long run. I think for those songs, it was worth ripping it, but otherwise, well, and. So I wanted to, a few years later, I found this in the bargain bin, Honeymoon Suite again, the singles, and I probably thought if I found a few more good songs on this one, I might buy some more records, but it's not. The only good songs on this one is the same songs as on the other album, so kind of a waste. Anyway, that's all I have ripped in all this time since the last video, and well, it has its reasons. I'm going to rip a few more tonight, but I thought that was enough for a review right now. So I'll return with more review stuff and updates, and I still haven't, because I got sick, I didn't feel like putting together the time-lapse video of my progress of my weight loss so far, but it will come, I promise. Anyway, well, bye for this time.